Hi, everyone. I'm David Smith, and I run Inthrive Advocacy Solutions, your solution for lobbying and advocacy. Before launching this firm, I was leading advocates in Virginia, and we brought real changes to our criminal justice system. I also worked for Delegate Kay Corey, where I ran her commerce and energy docket. Now, I'm bringing what I've learned through mentors and hard knocks to you. Welcome to Better Advocacy in 10 minutes or less. Was that a good intro voice? It's a series of videos helping you become a better advocate so you can turn your passion into policy. Today, we're going to explore how and why you should use a petition. Petitions. The dream. You get a petition with so many signatures that the government has to listen to you. I mean, it's in the First Amendment of our Constitution, right? Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That means I can tell the government what's wrong and they need to fix it, right? Well, the reality is, even if you get a few thousand signatures, those old politicians only care about it if you can prove that those folks live in their district. Think about it. Why would an elected official in rural Virginia care what someone in Los Angeles thinks? Truth is, they wouldn't. So here's a rule of thumb when it comes to petitions and politicians paying attention to those signatures. So the rule of thumb is that you have to have more people from their district sign the petition than the difference in their closest election last cycle. Now, did that make sense? I don't know. So you know what that means? It's example time. All right. So let's look at a close race in Virginia last year in 2021's Virginia House District 91. You had A.C. Cardoza versus Martha Mugler. It was a 49.4 to 49% race. That means Cardoza won with 0.4% of the vote. Down there in Hampton and Poquoson, he got 94 more votes than Martha Mugler did. So if you want to get a petition that's going to get his attention, you would need to have 94 signatures on it. Now, that doesn't sound too bad. You do a little bit of door knocking, stand outside of a couple grocery stores on a Saturday morning. I'm pretty sure you could get 94 signatures from people that live in the 91st House District in Virginia. But let's look at this more realistically. In 2021, the average margin of victory for state house races was 23.6%, not 0.4%. Let me say that again, 23.6%. So let's look at a race that is a little bit more realistic. In Virginia's 42nd House District, Kathy Tran beat Edward McGovern by 20.2%. That's 60% to 39.8%. Remember, this is still a little bit below that average of 23.6. So this is even going to be less signatures than what the average delegate would need to get their attention. That's a vote difference of 7,188 votes. Wow. Could you imagine getting 7,188 votes on a petition? Not votes, signatures. You know what I mean, though, right? Yes. So 7,188 signatures on a petition? That's pretty impressive. And I'm not talking about from all over the country or all over the state. I'm talking about in just one House district in Virginia. You would have to have quite the army of volunteers out there to be able to wrangle that many signatures. And don't try slipping them by the staff of that delegate, because it's pretty easy to check. They've got some fancy tools out there, which I've seen and really surprised me. They can show you where folks are in regards to who their delegate or their senator is. So you need 7,188 signatures to have an impact with your petition in the average House district in Virginia. Wow. Okay. So this doesn't mean that those petitions are useless. Those signatures, the act of getting those signatures, can still help you change that passion and transform it into policy. Here's how. First, it engages your base. This is something that those folks can share with their friends on social media. They can tell their neighbors about. They can text folks about. It's a very easy ask. It's a very easy way for them to stay engaged with what you're trying to do. Next, it helps find people that share your passion and want to see it become policy. You may know 200 people, but you don't know everybody in your town. You don't know everyone in your district. By sharing these petitions, your network then shares it with their network, that then shares it with their network. So you're able to reach an exponentially larger number of people and find more people that are willing to join you in this work. And finally, petitions help you to gather and update contact information on your supporters so you can better mobilize them in the future. Think about it. You might have somebody's email address, but when they sign the petition, now they're giving you their home address. So you know whose district they live in. Now, say you get 10 new addresses from one of these petitions. That's not going to change a politician's mind, 10 signatures on a petition. However, if you're then able to mobilize those 10 people to go visit their legislator, 10 people visiting a legislator on one topic at different times, that's going to really make a huge impact. But you know what? We'll cover that in another video. So let's kind of wrap everything up now. When you're using petitions strategically, don't expect to change that old politician's mind. But you can use them effectively to find more people who share your passion and to make that passion policy. Thank you so much for watching this short training on how to use petitions. Like, subscribe to the Inthrive Advocacy channel to get notifications of new videos, and be sure to check back every Friday for a new Better Advocacy in 10 minutes or less video.